YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about the book of Boba Fett, baby. Let's go. It's that time again. We're about to get back into some Star Wars, lore, and I'm very happy about this, man. I had a whole situation where I fell out with Star Wars because of episode 7 or episode 8 and 9. And, my love for Star Wars got redeemed through watching The Mandalorian, through watching Star Wars Visions, through watching the Star Wars Clone Wars when they released the last part of the season, not too long ago. And, of course, with this, it seems like it's going to be the same way. So, yeah, man, Hawkeye's gone. Peace out, bruh. And we got the Book of Boba Fett. And I know this is going to be way better from beginning to end. So let's go. But yeah, the Book of Boba Fett, bro. Chapter 1, entitled Stranger in a Strange Land. All right. So, in this show, it opens up with Boba having flashbacks while he's inside of the bacta tank. So he's healing up and he's having dreams as he's sleeping. And it's of, what happened, throughout his whole life, kind of, in a way. It's like it shows him, it shows the planet that he was born on, Camino, when Jango Fett, was there and still alive. Then it shows the scene in Clone Wars when his father, got decapitated, and Boba Fett ended up picking up his dad's head, and he put it against his head, and it was that was a crazy scene, in those movies, bro. And then it shows him inside of that. I don't know what this monster is called, but I remember he got swallowed by it on, I think it was maybe episode 5 or 6. He got swallowed by it, and everybody thought he was dead. And people were always saying, like, yo, if he's ever alive, which he is, we need the explanation of how he got out of that monster's mouth or stomach or whatever. And it kind of showed you it. So that was a cool little scene right there as well. And then it shows you also the job was when they took his armor set, and that's why the armor set was in that Jawa's vehicle in the Mandalorian, and that's why he had to get it back and everything like that. So that was cool as well. Another connection to the Mandalorian. And then it shows you basically that the Sand People found him and basically brought him back to their camp, but brought him back to their camp as a hostage. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know all of that. When we first saw him, he was with the people. So obviously, they didn't have a problem with him. But now we're seeing the very beginning of that relationship, how things turned out and how things started. So that was a cool thing, right? And then after that, it also, I'll just stay with that in the dream realm. He gets tied up, and the Sand People, like their little dog that they have, it's one sleeping right next to him and this other captive that they have. It's one of the dogs sleeping next to Boba Fett and this other captive alien that the Sand People had got at the same time that they got Boba Fett, or a little bit after Boba Fett. And so Boba Fett's trying to escape, and the sand dog, I'll call it that, the sand dog, sees him trying to do it, and then they get into like a fight. He ends up hurting the dog, and he ends up escaping, and then he runs away. And then from that point, it exits out the dream, and then we see him back in the bacta tank, and at that point he gets awoken by his partner, Phoenix, and she basically tells him, hey, wake up. Um, we got some people here that want to see you. So then from there, we see him get dressed in his Mandalorian outfit, his Boba Fett outfit, and then he goes to the his throne. He goes to his chair. He sits down, and then he starts having meetings with people. And at first it's kind of a little small talk, whatever, and then he ends up talking to this one guy. I don't necessarily know his name, but he works for the mayor. So when he talks to him, everybody that came in is giving him praise, is giving is giving Boba Fett praise, is giving him money and stuff like that, just to show their appreciation and respect for him. But this guy not only did he not bring any compensation for Boba Fett, or not even really like care to make a positive impact on him. He told him that, hey, Boba Fett, we need some money from you because you need to pay the mayor. So obviously the mayor has some power. We haven't met him yet, so we got to wait till we meet him. But this dude, the audacity of this dude, right? You know what I'm saying? You're going to come over here to my throne and ask me for money? You supposed to be bringing me money. You going to ask me for money because you work for the mayor, bro? So we gonna see how that plays out. Right after that, someone else comes in and they basically bring him two prisoners, and they're like the pig people. I don't know their name. I don't know the species names, but or their names either. But they're like the pig people. You know what I'm saying? So they basically brought him there for Boba Fett to execute, and he didn't want to do it. And basically, he said, "Okay, thank you for bringing us the prisoners. You guys can go." So he sent them on the way. The prisoners were still there, and then Boba Fett was like, "You know what? You guys served your masters well when you were with them. If I hired you, would you work for me?" And then they say, "Yeah." And so he hires them, and now he's there. He has two more soldiers. So he has Fennec, he has the two pig soldiers, and himself, and whoever else he ends up coming across throughout the series, right? I was pretty dope. I like that he didn't kill him. He just like, yo, like y'all can work with me and I can work with y'all. So y'all let's form a squad. So that's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? Um, After that, he goes to this club, and it's actually a club that he owns, that he inherited after he took the title of, like, of after he just sits on Jabba's throne. He ended up inheriting this club, and he goes to meet he goes to meet someone there, right? So him and Fennec are on their way, as well as the two prisoner people that he had just hired. And so they end up getting to the club. They play everything cool and nice, and then I think her name is Madame Garza or something like that. He talks to her. Everything is good. She even gives them money. And it's like, you know what? Well, we're happy that you're the ruler. We feel like we'll be able to thrive well under your rule, and we're here for you. This is your club. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about no shenanigans coming from us. So he's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. So they Boba Fett, Fennec, and the two other pig prisoners, they leave. Now, when they leave, they end up getting attacked by like these people. I don't know exactly who they are, but they're definitely humans, and they're all covered up like in red and black, kind of like a burgundy and black, and they kind of look like they got the mask on and everything, like they kind of look like Scorpion or Sub-Zero or Rain, like any or Reptile. They kind of look like that. You know what I'm saying? They have that type of look. So I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, this is dope. I like the way they look. And not only that, man, these dudes had like some shields that I've never seen before, and it was cool to see that. And so yeah, these guys started attacking Fennec. They started attacking Boba Fett. It's a cool little battle, and then eventually they ended up kind of in a way injuring Boba Fett. And then the two pig prisoners come out of nowhere and just start fighting the dudes. That was crazy. And then after that, Phoenix is still good. So Bubba's like, hey, there's after that point, there's only two more soldiers alive. And Bubba tells Phoenix like, hey, bring him alive. We need to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on, why they attacked us. So she goes to chase the two assassins on the roof, and it's all parkour style, bro. There was a crazy scene jumping from all these buildings and stuff like that, bro. She finally catches up with them. They have a little battle real quick. She gets the upper hand. She knocks one of them off of the building and keeps the other one alive, so that way she can take them back, to their spot, and her and Boba Fett can question these dudes and figure out what's going on, why they were trying to put the hands on Boba Fett and stuff like that. Get some answers. And after that, what ends up happening is she brings back the prisoners to the place. The two pig soldiers end up helping Boba Fett back into the bacta tank so he can recuperate from getting injured. And also, when that happens, he ends up going back to sleep, and we pick back up in his dream where it left off with the Sand People. And it shows him running off like he did after he escaped. And basically, like, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5, 7 Sand People. They're like the village leaders. They're standing there and they're like looking at him or whatever. He pulls out his stick. He's ready to fight. And what ends up happening is one of them steps up to fight him, and he ends up losing to that person. And then they take him back to the camp. The next day comes around, and there's young Sand People too, like kids, you know what I'm saying? So one of the young Sand People, like the kid, takes Boba Fett and the other alien prisoner, and he's walking them through the sand. And you're like, what's going on? Where's he leading them to? So as he's leading them, they end up seeing these like gangsters, whatever you want to say, and they are in the midst of robbing a guy, stealing something, and defacing his house or our little business that he had. It's like a little shack or whatever. So they hide out, and then after the gangsters leave or whatever, the young Sand kid, he's like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So they get up, they start walking, and then eventually they get to the spot in the sand, and then he's telling them to start digging, get started digging. And he's like, Bubba's trying to figure out, like, what are you talking about? Da da da. And he finally figures out, okay, you want me to dig in these grounds to get some water. It's like these little like black little, it looks like a black rock, but I guess it has water in it somehow. I don't know. Or some type of juice or something. I don't know. So they start digging. The alien dude, he finds a couple real fast. Bubba's still digging. He can't really find any, but then he does. And then he starts to drink some of the water, and the young Sand kid is like, nah, bro, like. And then Bubba's like, no, I need to drink some water. It's all good. I'm gonna still help you look for what you want, but I need to drink some water. I'm tired. And so the young one is like, all right, I got you. So, and then it shows the alien dude still digging. He already found like 4 or 5 of them, and all of a sudden he digs up like this hand, and it's like a monster hand, bro. And I'm like, yo, is this thing alive? Is it dead? Whatever. He keeps on digging and digging and digging. The hand pops up, grabs him, kills him, and then Boba Fett is like kind of in the background for a second or whatever, and then the monster picks him up and it's like trying to squeeze him, and then a little Sand kid comes and stabs the monster in the foot. The monster reacts and smacks him away. The little sand dog tries to attack the monster smacks it away, and just as all hope seems like it's about to be lost, Boba Fett ends up taking like these chains that he was shackled to with the alien, and he wraps it around the monster's neck, and he chokes it out, and then ends up dying. So he saves the little kid, he saves the dog, the alien, the other prisoner alien, he's died. So then they make their way back to the camp. And of course the Sand kid tells, his elders and his family and friends over there exactly what happened, and they bring back the monster's head. So obviously showing, yo, like we went and we killed this monster. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't by my doing, but it was by his doing. And so, as the little kid is showing the head and talking to everybody and everything like that, one of the elders goes to Boba Fett and has one of those cups with the water, and he just gives it to Boba Fett, and then Boba Fett takes a drink of it, and you can already see that he's now about to be accepted by those people for saving that young Sandman and saving that dog, and you know, not escaping or whatever. He wanted to stay and save that kid. So now you understand that he's going to be accepted. He's going to start learning their ways, and when they get to that point where he knows their language and you know whatever else it may be. But yeah, man, a strong episode. Definitely loved it. Definitely love it. And you already know how we do here. It's the premise. It's 3 scenes. My grade, and then we on to the next one. So that was the premise of the episode. 3 favorite scenes would be Boba Fett fighting the sand person when he escaped, and then you know he saw all the elders there, and then one of them stood out, was like, "Yo, I'll take you on by myself," and he's like, "You know who I am, bro. Like, you wanna do this?" And whoever that was beat him up, bro. So that was dope. The other one would be Boba and Fennec getting attacked. After they left that club, that was a dope scene. Just the whole thing was a dope scene. But just more so the fighting, you know what I'm saying, before the parkour scene. And that was even dope as well, but more so the fighting is what I'm talking about. My last scene would be Bubba fighting that monster, man. You know, it was not too much craziness going on, but just the way that he handled it, the way that he did it, it was dope, bro. It was really dope to me. So, yeah, man, it was a strong episode for me. Great way to start this off. I had high hopes for this show, and I also was a little worried for the show because it's going to be like The Mandalorian, but it's going to be a little bit different. But this showed me that they're on the right path, and you know, I can expect greatness. So for this first episode, chapter 1, I gotta give it 10 out of 10, baby. 10 out of 10. No pulling back, nothing like that. It was worth 10. It was worth 10 for me. But if you guys saw the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Please, how do you like this compared to Mandalorian? Do you think it'll be as strong as a Mandalorian? Do you think it's going to be super, super different? Do you think that this show is going to be okay because, you know, it's going to deal more so with less Jedi or Sith or any of that stuff? It's just going to be straight up, you know, crime lords, gangsters, criminals, all that stuff like that. And the Mandalorian kind of had the element to it, but it also had, you know, Grogu, which was a Jedi, and then it had Luke, and then it had, you know, all these other Jedis and whatever else it may have been. So eventually there was Jedi in that series. And this one, I don't think it's going to be no Jedi at all. Maybe we'll get like a Sith. Maybe we'll have to battle like a Sith or something like that. But I think this was going to be mainly focused on that whole Western type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to me. It's cool to me. I was worried about it, but it's cool to me. It's working. It's working. So, you know, let me know what you guys thought about it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, baby, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and until next time.